Did you see Tannenbaum right there?
Take it away.
Did you just see Tannenbaum?
This is that boy bad. Playoff edition, baby.
Okay.
In the first,
Tannenbaum was like,
I would say people on the list. It's the Texas defense. Look at Daniil Hunter beating that offensive tackle like he's a little kid. And lucky the Steelers were able to recover it. But look at this. Two guys, the guard gets bulldozed. But then look at the big guy. Sheldon Rankins go. Sheldon Rankins go, baby. Big man balling. Shout out to my boy Marcus Spears. And then check this out. Kalen Bullock. This is a young man that's from USC. He is a ball hawk. The secondary is ferocious. Not only does he get the interception, he doesn't go down on the knee. They talked about this before it happened. He took it in the end zone. That Texas defense, y'all, them boys bad. Now, second on this list, excuse me, Puka. Where's Waldo? He's lined up in the backfield, running the seam, catching a touchdown. Then Matthew Stafford says, I know he's big and strong. He's ferocious. Let me throw it to him. He's going to get in the end zone some kind of way. But every now and then, you need your big play receiver to save you from nonsense. This was a pivotal play in this ball game. Puka Nacua knocking this interception away. The Rams went down and scored a touchdown, ended up winning that ball game. Puka Nacua, fellas, that boy bad. And last but not least, they said sometimes you got to go to that booth. You got to put that Superman cape on. Josh Allen faking the screen, hitting Dalton Kincaid for a touchdown. Then Josh Allen says, you know what? Let's get a back view of it. Back shoulder, make sure my guy doesn't get hit. But then, y'all, this game's on the line. We're down 4 in the fourth. I need to make a big play. Scot-free defender. But then we're going to line up. We're going to run the ass push. Buffalo edition. Buffalo edition, baby. Josh Allen is the man. Josh Allen this weekend, he's going to have to be phenomenal. Josh Allen, ladies and gentlemen, hold up, a.k.a. Superman, that boy bad.
Well done, as always. Josh Allen, whether he's running it in or is getting picked up by Osiris Torrance and carried into the end zone, like one way or another. And he's going to need some help this weekend. Look, the Bills go into tomorrow's game against the Broncos banged up here, people. Take a look at all of the injuries. Gabe Davis tore his ACL in that game. Terrell Shavers, it turns out, played much of that game with a torn ACL. So they literally have 3 healthy receivers on their active roster. They'll bring other people up, but the point remains that a team that was already banged up is even worse off, and you've got the quarterback dealing with a hand and a foot and a knee and all sorts of other things. So, I mean, I look at this thing, Bart, honestly, and I say to myself, and look, again, I have no horse in the race. I'd like to see Josh Allen get there because he's been a great player for so long. I find this an almost impossible spot for him going into Denver.
It is. And, you know, he's expected to carry the load. You talked about last week, what was his superpower? His superpower was the fact that they were 3 for 3 in the red zone. That's what's going to have to happen. But he's going to, if you watch that Houston game, if that's any indication of what we may see, it could be scary for him out there because you have Patrick Surtain. If Patrick Surtain takes away Secure, who was 12 targeted 12 times, 12 receptions, you take that away. I don't know where Josh Allen goes. Especially if they're able to stop the run. It's going to have to be chaos. It's going to have to be scrambling because the Denver Broncos blitz the 5th most in the NFL. Live by the blitz, die by the blitz. That's where the big explosive play is going to have to come. You're going to have to make sure you have your scramble offense ready. So if you got an opportunity to take a big shot, if you break contain, if somebody slips on one of those blitzes, you got to make your big plays that way. That's the only way I can see how Josh and the Buffalo Bills can come away victorious. Put the ball in the hands of Bo Nix. He's just good enough to lose it.
Well, that's really was where I was going to go next. Can the Bills win this game if the Broncos don't lose it? The Broncos have everything going for them. They had the bye. They're playing at home. The Bills are on a short week, back-to-back road games in 6 days. It feels like the Broncos will have to contribute something if Buffalo is going to win.
Yeah, I just wouldn't necessarily count on that because, look, I believe Sean Payton's one of the best big game coaches that there is. And he will have his finger on the pulse of what Bo Nix needs to do in order to not be the reason why they do lose the football game. I wouldn't count on that. If I'm Buffalo right now, I think this comes down to 2 things for them offensively in particular. And you're right, that Houston game was scary. There's no question about that. Buffalo has one of the best offensive lines in football in terms of capturing the line of scrimmage. That's why, that's why James Cook had the year that he had. That is what it's going to come down to. It's going to come down to first down play calling, first down getting 4+, staying ahead of the sticks so second down can be a medium down, third down can be 4 or less. Because I tell you what, if it's 2nd and 9, if it's 3rd and 7, it's going to be a long day. They need to control the clock, control the line of scrimmage, lean on that offensive line, but first down play calling. Joe Brady, this is your time. This is your time to say, hey, look, I'm going to show you what I've got as far as being a rhythmic play caller to keep this defense off balance.
Everything on paper says Broncos. Home, healthy, long rest, Super Bowl winning coach who's not going to pee down his leg in a big moment. Like everything tells me. Number 17 might just be in one of those magical seasons. It's so hard to explain how and why, but I've got the Bills, and it's because I'm trusting Superman right now. Keep it close in the fourth quarter. He seems to find a way. It would take a miraculous effort out of him, and yet I can see a miraculous effort out of him getting it done.
For every miraculous effort that he's going to have to conjure up, those people are going to have to come along with him. People are going to have to make plays.
Right. You're right.
Tre'Davious White's going to have to show up like he did against Jacksonville.
Thompson.
All right? Somebody's going to have to make some plays because he can't do it, not against a team this good. He can't do it all on his own.
Quickly, let me get Harry in.
No, that's the thing about Buffalo. Like collectively as a team, who is going to be able to assist Josh Allen? Now, I love what Josh Allen did last week versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. He didn't force the issue. He became Superman when it asked of him in that ball game. So he had to methodically work the football down the field. And when the Jacksonville Jaguars make mistakes, that's why I think it's pivotal for Bo Nix not to make mistakes.
Right.
This defense is not good at Buffalo, but if they can capitalize off mistakes that Denver potentially may make, then it can be extra possessions for Josh Allen in that offense.
Final word, Bart.
Schematically, this is a mismatch that we haven't seen in a long time. James Cook was shut down last week. You steal the extra guy in the box, when you don't have receivers on the outside. And that's just regular. But they have an eraser. They have an island in Patrick Surtain who can erase a whole side. Shakir can be erased. So that gives you an extra man to spy on Josh Allen. So I don't see the run game being effective for Josh Allen or for James Cook, because I'm going to totally disrespect every one of your receivers, not because they're not good, because I have Patrick Surtain.
Well, James Cook in the pass game could be big in this game.
I would just say if it's a 3 or 4 point game in the fourth quarter, Denver did not do the job, because that is exactly what Buffalo wants
But they've been there, too. Denver's been there all year.
Yeah.
They're not going to panic in the face of that. And if Josh Allen gets eliminated, we have to start asking other questions about that future, because this is your best opportunity. We don't want to hear no damn
Forecast Rams, Bears.
Well, Caleb Williams, there's a reason why he was on that boy bad this week. It's because he threw for over 300 yards last week versus the Green Bay Packers. But guess what, Greeny? He's going to do it 2 playoff games in a row. He's going to have another 300-yard passing game. I just don't see this Rams secondary matching up with DJ Moore, Roma Duze, and Luther Burton III, and also those 2 tight ends that the Chicago Bears have. So look forward to Caleb Williams in the frigid temperatures having another 300-yard passing game.
Harry, very popular in Chicago at this moment. Peter, give me a forecast for Bills Broncos tomorrow in Denver.
I think it's going to come down to the fourth quarter, and I believe Josh Allen's going to have to don the cape again. Is it enough to get past this incredible Broncos defense in an incredible arena, which is so hard to win in, with a team that's been waiting for 14 days when your team's all banged up? Any other quarterback, I'd say it's probably too much. But then there's Josh Allen, who has shown us time and time again this season that he can do it on his back. I am fascinated to see how this game goes. And if they're close in the fourth quarter, I'm not betting against 17.
That part of it I agree with Bart. How about our game on Sunday? Forecast Texans, Patriots in Foxborough.
I tell you what, man, I am excited about this one, man. D'Amico Ryan and that defense applying belt to ass to Drake May. I tell you what, man, I haven't seen a defense like this since the Legion of Boom, since Peyton's, Denver Broncos with Von Miller, since Warren Sapp or the 2000 Ravens. This is a special generational type of defense that is old school, that brings physicality to a game that has none anymore. Drake May, good luck.
And then Saturday night, Lewis, give me a forecast. Niners, Seahawks in Seattle.
I'm still caught up on Bart's belt to,
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is, look, I don't like QB wins as a stat, but I think Sam Darnold does get his first playoff win, provided that he is healthy enough to play the game, finish the game, and play the game at a high level. I think this is just too well-rounded of a football team in Seattle going up against a San Francisco team right now that just looks like a mass unit. It's amazing that they're still able to find themselves in this position, given all the things that they've had to overcome. I think Seattle is balanced. I think they can do a lot of things offensively and defensively. Look, Mike McDonald has got that team playing lights out.
For sure. And in case you're wondering, wait a minute, what do you mean, if you weren't following the news yesterday, what do you mean Sam Darnold's injury status? What do we know about all of a sudden Sam Darnold has an injury status?
Well, all the talk all week was about the Niners' injuries and how they're playing on a short week and they're unhappy with the league. Well, we get news yesterday, Thursday, that Sam Darnold missed a lot of practice with an oblique injury and wasn't throwing the ball, and they actually had Drew Lock taking some first-team snaps and first-team reps, which is concerning considering the game is Saturday. So it's a short week, obviously. And this is the first time this has shown up in the injury report, but it happened in practice. So we'll see. We'll keep in touch today.
You know what that tells me? That tells me Clint Kubiak as an offensive play caller, Kenneth Walker III, Zach Charbonnet, those two running backs are going to have to be that damn much better because of that injury, that oblique injury to Sam Darnold.
How the hell you get hurt on your day off? Like,
they're
come on, man.
practicing. Well, they're
What I'm saying is, he ain't playing no damn game. How the hell you get hurt in practice? You the quarterback. Practice so
Torque,
easy.
man. Torque.
He managed to injure a muscle I don't even have. We'll see how that